All right, we're going to talk about pre-pitch setup as an outfielder today. This is the thinking man's game, baseball, and there's a lot of thoughts that are going to go into having a good pre-pitch setup where you're prepared to make the play. As an outfielder, your checklist is going to be from the top down: sun, wind, fence, field. So you got to go through all those elements that are going to be involved with the stadium. The sun, is it going to be in play? Where is it? Are we going to have to wear glasses, or is it a night game? Now, if it's a night game, you get into these big stadiums. Some of these parks like Toronto, you're playing in the Sky Dome, you're playing a corner outfield position, the lights are going to get into play, so you got to be aware of that. Those light standards are in play, and on some of those low line drives. The wind, obviously, is it a windy day? What's the ball going to do? Is it carrying? Is it Santa Ana conditions in Southern California or not? So you got to be aware of that. The fence, foul territory ground. Where's the fence located? How much room do I have? Am I in Oakland where I could run for days? Or is it Camden Yards where it's really tight, or Fenway Park where it's tight, there's no foul territory at all? Is the fence a fence that's padded, or is it a brick wall? You know, so all these things have to go into play. And then finally, it's the field. The grass, how thick is that grass? Can I charge a ground ball, or do I not have to play back? Is it freshly cut grass? You get into the major league parks where they cut that grass nice and tight and they checker it. That ball is going to be snaking on you, so it's going to be moving almost a foot in either direction as it's coming out towards you. You got to be aware of that. You got to be under control. So these are all pre-pitch setup things that have to be involved in your mind. Where are the runners? Obviously, the scoreboard dictates a lot of what we do. What's the game? Who's on the mound? Who's at the plate? What's the score? Where are the runners at? So the scoreboard, the game situation, the scouting report, okay? Where's your manager want to play this guy? That means I'm going to move, okay? I'm not going to be killing the same piece of grass all game long. So all these things, again, pre-pitch setup. Finally, we get to the physical part of it. We want to be in an athletic position, okay? If I'm a corner outfielder, I like to kind of angle myself. The weight is in the balls of my feet, and I'm ready to move, okay? It's almost like I'm stealing a base. If I'm defending on basketball or football, I'm a defensive back. Where am I? I'm right here, okay? So why is it any different in baseball? Let's not be robots out there. Let's be athletes, okay? Let's open ourselves up to the big part of the field. If I'm in left field or right field, and I'm going to be a little bit wider, and I'm going to be ready to move, okay? And I got to anticipate. All these things will become instinctual, which will allow you to play the game at a higher level, okay? If I'm in the center field as a setup position, I like to be a little bit more narrow as a base, instead of in those outfielders, and a little bit more squared up towards home plate, because now I got to go a little bit more both ways. I could angle myself on those corner outfield spots because I have the line, which is going to take a lot of the territory out of play. So I want to be able to move to the big part of the field. As an outfielder, there's a lot of elements involved. All these things have to be gone through like a checklist, and they have to be gone through each and every time. So you know where to go, when to go, what base to throw to, where to back up, and how to play each and every ball that's hit to you.